conversations. So many executives and professionals hear that they should focus on diversity, right?
Mhm.
From your perspective, why is diversity in the workplace important?
It's a great question. I think there's like the book reason why, like there's the financial reason, which is what is it? Deloitte had a big study that came
Yep.
out. I'm pretty sure I don't focus on that as much, but a
Mhm.
big study that shows that diverse work, teams have
Mhm.
better financial outcomes. So there is actual evidence to show that diversity in a workplace is going to improve outcomes. So I think that's very important. I think just like me working by myself, thinking I knew what I was talking about, I knew some of what I was talking about, but I was missing a lot of perspective. So for whatever we were working on, it happens to be anti-racism and DEI work, but having people with different backgrounds and identities is going to bring in um, more perspectives and a better way to connect with clients and to create content and products and services that are going to make the customers happier, make the clients happier. So, I'm just thinking of an example of a client we worked with who didn't, there was like an issue at his work because they didn't have a prayer room for their Muslim employees and they didn't have anywhere to pray. And so he was like, that was a blind spot. I didn't even think about that. Well, yeah, he didn't think about it because he's part of the Christian normative culture. So he didn't have to think about it. So I think that when you have people of other identities, whether it's race or, we primarily focus on race, but in our DEI work, it's going to be that and um, physical ability, gender identity, all of that. If you don't know that you don't know what you don't know, if you don't have to think about it. And so I think bringing in people, not just to hire them, but to have them have an actual voice and for them to feel comfortable in the workspace and to feel like they belong and they're valued. I think that can only be good for business. And I think a lot of people in power, which tends to be a predominantly white male space, but not always, feel like it's going to take away from them. Like if I give up it's like giving up power for other people. And I think that's the wrong way to approach it. There's so many other better ways to approach it because we all learn and we all get better when there's more voices